Now, looking at the rankings, do you see anybody in that 15 to 20 range that you think could sneak up and get in the playoff?
I would love to say the Louisville Cardinals, because my wife is from Louisville, and we watch Louisville on a regular basis. I've been to Louisville. I've been to the stadium. I've been on campus. It's an awesome place. And the cool thing about Louisville is if you go down their athletic complex where all the stadiums are, caddy cornered right across the interstate is Churchill Downs, where they run the Kentucky Derby, which is pretty neat. But no, it's a great place. And I would love to see Louisville get in, but I think USC's got a legitimate chance to get in. As much as I dislike Lincoln Riley, as much as I think he is one of the most overrated coaches in the country, as little respect as I have for him as a head coach, I think they have the best chance of getting in of that 15 to 20 range. I don't have any faith and trust in Mario Cristobal and the Canes. Georgia Tech they've really been leaking oil the last couple weeks, and they still get a game with Georgia. 2-loss Georgia Tech is probably not getting in unless, of course, they get into the ACC championship game and win. But I mean, there's like a 5-way tie with everybody having at least one loss, and one of those teams is Duke, who's already lost 4 games and got housed by UConn. Well, they didn't get housed, but they lost to UConn last week. So I think that tells you the strength of the ACC and kind of the fact that the highest rate.
I think they had the one game at the end of the year that could booster their resume, with a win over their cross-state rival Georgia. But continue.
And then also again, I like USC to finish the end of the season. I'm not even sure what their schedule is finishing out, but it can't be too strong. I know they don't play Ohio State or but Michigan, not a fan of Michigan. To me, you watch them play, they're a 7-5, 8-4 team. Michigan will get, I think they will get it handed to them this year by Ohio State. Then you got Virginia. They're a paper tiger. They're good at quarterback. They can score some points, but they're not really good in a lot of facets. I mean, they have the potential. They're one of those teams you watch them play. They could lose to almost anybody they play any week. And then, of course, you got Louisville at 20, and I think Louisville's out. Again, pulling for Louisville, but they've already got 2 losses. I don't see any way how they could get in. But
yeah, I think that 12 and 13, that BYU Utah is interesting because one of them, if they keep winning, and a couple of these teams ahead of them lose, they're going to sneak into that. What do you give either of them 2 of their chances?
Utah. Of those 2, I would like Utah, and I know BYU beat them in a head-to-head matchup. Who is it that BYU has this week? I think they have to go on the road. Yeah, they have to go on the road this week, and especially after the thumping they took to Texas Tech last week. I would like, of those 2 teams, I would definitely take Utah. I think they're far better at the quarterback position. I think they've got more weapons on offense, and I would definitely like them over BYU.
So of the non-favorites, who do you think could sneak through the playoffs at this point and cause some havoc?